it is it is more important than ever for people, especially parents, to discover their purpose, to live intentionally, and to lead with that purpose. So, the reason I want to talk about this, and I am actually going to post a longer, more in depth video on this, is because times are tense in our country, right? We are divided yet again. There's a lot of things going on that we disagree with. And if you spend any amount of time on social media, especially Facebook, I think, you're going to notice a lot of opinions. A lot of people are seemingly spending their entire day on social media arguing and defending and honestly wasting their time. Unless you're in a position of power politically, there is not much we can do at this point other than to live our lives in a way that aligns with the values that we have and the purpose that we have and the intentions that we set. So I think there's kind of a lack of most of those things based on what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing in the comments and the conversations. So the first thing that I want to say is I'm Kelly. Hi. I have a 5.5-year-old daughter. I spend most of my time thinking about ways to be a more intentional and purposeful parent. And yes, that comes with, or that comes from my experience as a child who never really experienced peace. So, one of my driving motivations as a parent is to create a peaceful environment for my daughter, not just a calm household, but a place and a set of parents that she knows are her peace. We want to provide a sense of lightness, a sense of freedom, and we know that she feeds off of our energy. And your kids feed off of your energy too. I did have a conversation with somebody yesterday that kind of went awry regarding this topic, and they were very defensive of the reason they're spending a lot of time on Facebook defending, because they think that makes a difference. They think that having conversations with people they don't know, where each person is so steadfast in what they think to be true, that they're going to create some sort of change. But when you're in conflict with somebody, there's even more resistance. You're never going to change anyone's mind when you're in conflict. So directing your energy to things outside of your control and conversations that don't move the needle culturally, socially, or within your own home, they're a waste of time. You know what I mean? So for me, I stay informed as much as possible, but that does not mean I need to absorb and take in every piece of information, misinformation, and public opinion there is available to me. And neither do you. And we probably shouldn't. So, something I am extremely passionate about and I think is super important is purposeful parenting. And I know as a millennial, I guess an elder millennial, we are all trying to undo shit, right? Like, we don't want to repeat our parents' mistakes. We want to break the generational cycles, the curses, whatever we're breaking. We want to do things right. We want to do things better. We all need to let go a little bit of the perfectionism there, but we can be more purposeful and we can be more intentional with our time and our energy. And where your energy goes, that's where your focus goes. And that's kind of like what you become. So, for example, if I spent my whole day or a large portion of my day on social media arguing with people who have different opinions than me, neither of us willing to budge, I'm now bringing that tense, defensive, angry energy into my home, into my parenting. And if my daughter, asks me for the 1 millionth time if she needs to use soap when she washes her hands after using the bathroom, I'm just going to bug out. You know what I mean? Instead of just being her calm space, being her safe space, being her peace. And being those things is one of my main purposes as a parent. And as a person, I have no interest in trying to change people's minds, just like I know there are a lot of things that my mind can't be changed on. And the sooner we can let that go and we can focus on getting our own house in order, literally, figuratively, whatever, the better everyone's going to be. So first we need to get clear on what our purpose is and our intentions, right? Like, I'll give you an example because, like I said, this is going to be short. I just really had this on my mind and I wanted to express it right now, but I want to script out a much more in-depth idea of what I have in mind. Some of my intentions as a parent are to provide an environment that allows my daughter to be creative, to have fun, to feel free, to know that she is safe, and I am actually a homeschooling parent, so we do have the educational vibe going on at all times too. And so through that, I'm very intentional to not bring my stronger opinions into it. She's been asking me about God, about religion, and I've been explaining things in a very neutral way, and that's just my style. I'm not saying that's what every parent should do, but that is what I want to do because I do believe that that's going to help her in the future think a little bit more critically. If I impose my super strong beliefs, I actually don't really have any super strong beliefs, but if I did and I impose them onto her, I don't want her to think like that's the be all, that's the end all, and everyone else's opinion, if it's different, is wrong. You know what I mean? That is not critical thinking. That's judging others for their thinking and thinking that our thinking is right. You know what I mean? So I might be rambling, but I just want to try to like put it in your head if you are a parent of a young child or any age child, because you can change your approach, your energy, your ways, your intention, your purpose at any time. And for me, purpose, it's a big word. It really means a lot of things, and we can like talk about this for ages. But as a parent, I want to feel free, and I want my daughter to feel free, and I don't want to bring any outside negative energy into my parenting. And I don't want my daughter to pick up on conflict that isn't hers, on stress that is not hers, on anxiety that is not hers. And so if you're a parent and you're feeling really strongly politically, I acknowledge your feelings, and you're 100% valid to feel however you feel, because we're like a fucked country, honestly, like in many ways. But I'm encouraging you to make your home your sanctuary, to bring peace, purpose, and intention into your parenting decisions, to take care of yourself. Okay, and that might be the most important thing I say in this video, is that a lot of parents, especially moms, we think we need to be everything to everyone all at once, and we don't, especially if we're not anything to ourselves. So be intentional about where you spend your time, how you place your energy, and the outcomes that you want it to achieve. I want to be peaceful. I used to spend my nights after my daughter went to bed just beating myself up about everything I did wrong, about all the times I lost my shit, about being impatient. And I've gone to therapy, and I've worked very, very hard on changing those things. And that's why I feel comfortable sharing this with you and just trying to help you along if you're feeling that too. Like I felt like I was just constantly irritable and constantly just keeping my mind in places where it didn't need to be. You know what I mean? Focusing on things so far outside my control that it was stressing me out, and I wasn't able to handle the things that actually were in my control, like my attitude, my energy, how I parent. And so I want to leave you with the idea that you need to just let go as a parent, as a person, of everything that's outside your control, and focus your energy and your efforts and your intentions on what you can do for your kids now and in the future for the benefit of their well-being. And that includes, and most importantly, your well-being. Take care of yourself, okay? Because if you're taken care of, your energy is peace. And that is going to transcend any stress you may feel, because we all feel stress. And your kids are going to feed off that. They're going to feel it, okay? Even though they don't know how to acknowledge it, they're going to feel it, and you're going to notice. You're going to notice changes. You're going to notice a lightness, okay? So I really hope this gives you something to think about, and we'll talk soon.